DeWittDailyNews.com is the area's leading local news source 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Get the latest local news, obituaries, police splatter, weather forecast, and more with no paywall. Head to DeWittDailyNews.com to get the local information you need to know.
From the Heart Media Group newsroom and DeWittDailyNews.com, I'm Ben Hubbard with this expanded morning newscast. Good morning and thanks for being with us. I'm your host today, Ben Hubbard. You're listening to the WHOW Morning Show. The excitement for Clinton's America 250 celebration continues to grow as the plans come together. Bobby Perryman with the America 250 Committee in Clinton explains that July 3rd through the 5th will be a weekend packed full of activities and attractions that are fun for the whole family. They are leaning into the American classics with multiple baking competitions and an Uncle Sam look-alike contest.
It's going to be a very big event. It's going to be family friendly, so you can bring the whole family. Over the 3 days, we're going to have live music, and we're going to have bounce houses and obstacle courses and rock climbing wall. We're going to have all kinds of contests, baking contests, art contest, a Uncle Sam look-alike contest. So a big variety of things. We also will have the kind of entertainment you used to see at these sorts of carnivals. We have a sword swallower coming, and which I'm very eager to see. I can't wait to see that. Apparently she does a fabulous show. And we're going to have vendors, which I'll be talking about in a minute. And we don't have the full schedule completely finalized, but we have most of it. Pedal car races, zip line, pioneer races where it's like a relay race, but you're a pioneer doing pioneer stuff. So all kinds of fun activities. And I do want to emphasize it is all 100% free, except, if you buy food. But we will have free snow cones and free cotton candy. But all of the actual events themselves are free.
Edith Brittany Lenny says that it wouldn't be the 4th of July without a parade. She says that entry forms should be available to the public in May, and there is no fee to participate.
Well, you can't have a good America 250 celebration without a parade. And of course, this is a national celebration. There will be towns, big and small, from Washington all the way to Washington State, that everybody will have a celebration that weekend. And so we thought we have to add a parade as, part of the celebration here. So in May, we anticipate having the entry forms available so anyone can sign up and be in the parade. There's no fee to be in the parade. And so it's churches, organizations, individuals, businesses, clubs, anybody that wants to be in this. It's a patriotic themed parade, of course. So we'll start getting the entry forms out so people can be thinking about what they want to do. Maybe they'll make a float, whatever. We do anticipate it being a parade on West Main Street because the square will be full of activities and vendors set up. So like our Christmas parade route wouldn't work because the square will not be available. So we're working out all the details of that.
Perryman states that the committee has been working tirelessly to iron out all of the details and craft the perfect celebration to honor America's 250th birthday. They have also been fundraising to help keep the event free.
So I joined the committee in December, but I know they had met before that. I just hadn't been able to go to the meeting. So it's been in the works for many, many months now. And the committee has worked on exactly what the celebrations are going to be, fundraising. And I'm going to shout out Kenny Atkinson because he's done an amazing amount of fundraising and event plan and booking all of the performers and things. So there's been a lot of talk about which performers are we going to get, who can we afford with the money that we have. And if you follow us on Facebook, we do have a Clinton Celebrates America 250 Facebook page. We've been shouting out our sponsors, and they are a ton. All of these, so many local businesses and organizations have been so incredibly generous, giving either cash donations or making signs or printing things for us, donating food, donating equipment. So the lists are on Facebook, and we were shouting them out every week. So we're very grateful to them. But we just want the community to come together, all of us come together to celebrate America, to celebrate our community. And that's why it's so important that it's a free event. So it's open to everyone. People can make donations. And if you would like to donate, the American Legion is being kind enough to secure all that for us. You can drop off a cash donation or write a check to the American Legion here in town. Just please be sure to note on the donation that's for America 250.
If you'd like to learn more about or get involved with the Clinton America 250th Committee, find them on Facebook. Get news anytime from your computer or your mobile device at DeWittDailyNews.com. That's DeWitt County's #1 source for news, sports, police blotter, obituaries, and more. Best of all free, all the time at DeWittDailyNews.com.
I'm Ben Lowers, and I'm running for DeWitt County Sheriff. Like many of you, I'm an avid outdoorsman and shooting sports enthusiast. I grew up appreciating the traditions we share here in DeWitt County, and I understand the importance of our Second Amendment rights, not just as a law enforcement officer, but as a gun owner myself. As your sheriff, my oath is to the Constitution and to the people of DeWitt County. I will always stand against any attempt to seize the property of law-abiding gun owners or that infringe on your Second Amendment rights. I believe in responsible ownership, our local values, and protecting the rights of law-abiding citizens. I'm Ben Lowers, and I'm asking for your vote on March 17th.
Paid for by citizens to elect Ben Lowers.
Hey, it's Shane from Highway 51 Exchange, your mower and equipment service pros just south of Clinton. Click our banner ad on DeWittDailyNews.com or give us a call to schedule your free pickup and delivery today. Highway 51 Exchange.
Longview Community Bank is now open in Clinton, investing in rural Illinois. I'm Vice President Nate Sams. Stop by for a visit or to find out how we provide real local banking. Click our banner ad at the top of the local news page on DeWittDailyNews.com.
From the Hart Media Group Sports Desk, IL Sportswire, and DeWittDailyNews.com, I'm Ben Hubbard with this local sports report. Clinton's baseball squad graduated just one senior from last year's team, and an experienced team is excited to see what they can accomplish this spring. Head coach Nate Ennis calls it easy when you return 7 seniors from the previous year. He says it is all about shooting for the highest of highs while managing the low moments.
Yeah, we lost one senior last year, so it's really not much of a turnaround. Mostly for us, it's getting guys back healthy. We struggled with injuries all year last year, so bringing back a healthy Brock Wilson is a big boost to us. Losing Colton Walker is tough, of course, but having another year out of these guys, hopefully we can make up for it. We got 7 seniors and a pretty strong group. Most of them are going on their 3rd or 4th year of starters, so expectations are high, but nothing bad has happened yet. That's what I keep saying. So it's March 9th today, and we're a week away from our first game, and we're going to have highs and lows throughout the season, and we just got to keep those lows high and the highs as high as they can come.
Athleticism is a strength for the Maroons this year. With 30 players on the team, Coach Ennis has the most kids the school has had in the program in 10 years.
Yeah, I think strength-wise, we're going to see we've got a very athletic group of kids. Really, the whole program does. Big numbers this year, over 30 guys. First time in a long time that's been the case. Certainly more than 10 years since there have been more than 30 guys in the program. So that's a gift. On top of that, we have a lot of athletes, and they're quick. So I think strength-wise, running bases should be a decent thing, and baseball speed matters, but also situational awareness and baseball IQ matters more. Thankfully, I've got a lot of baseball players out there, so that's a strength of ours. I think defensively and offensively, we should be okay. I think where we're going to need to improve and need to maybe surprise is pitching on the mound. We don't really have the upper level arm that's going to blow it by anybody at 90 miles an hour, but we've got some guys that can compete and locate a baseball, and hopefully we can get that as much as possible.
The Maroons should have plenty of pitching depth and experience. Coach Ennis says the emphasis is on getting outs and not just eating innings.
Yeah, Brock Wilson coming back obviously is a huge thing for us. So we expect him to eat as many innings as possible for him coming off of shoulder surgery. We're going to have to take it easy. He might say differently, but we'll see how that goes. Hopefully he's back to 100% plus pretty quickly. Jack Manning will see a lot of innings for us. Preston Curtis, Cole Fentress. Those are of the seniors there. And then, you got a few other guys that will kind of come in relief, looking for maybe a couple of juniors or a sophomore to impress us. Mitchell Cornwell is a guy we expect to eat some innings. Jaden Bell as well.
Great.
I say eat innings. That's really an understatement because we need these guys to come in and get outs and make us competitive in a ball game. Yeah, Josh Bass is probably going to lead our offense again in extra base hits with Brock Wilson right on his toes, right on his heels. I really hope those two guys are fighting it out for the home run lead through the season. They've got big goals for themselves, but really not looking for homers. We're just looking for them to get on base, and we need someone to get on base in front of them. So our offense will go as Bass and Wilson take us, and sky's the limit, I guess.
Clinton will get to play this season on a brand new turf field, which Coach Ennis and the team are excited for. Here, the season opening action this afternoon when the Maroons kick things off against Delavan on WHOW and all its digital platforms. First pitch is at 4:30 p.m. A lot of potential that will experience full-time varsity baseball for the first time is setting up an intriguing spring baseball season in Monticello. The Sages graduated a D1 pitcher in each of the last two seasons. However, this season, they will have several players who have a lot of potential, but not much varsity experience. Coach Chris Jones says he's excited about what he's working with, but there's a lot of inexperience.
Well, we got Hayden was a starter for us last year. Hayden's coming back as a starter. Matthias will probably move into that starting role at some point, get him back in a little bit of shape from being in basketball. And then we've got some other guys that are all right there in the mix. And Forrest Rodden would be one that I could probably give a nod to right away, that he will be in that mix of starters.
Okay.
So we're looking for one more and go from there and see how it pans out. Grant's healthy. He was out here running balls down in the outfield right now and looks really good, really moving like we thought he would move. Swing's coming along, so we'll see how he progresses throughout the year. It's hard to say right now because we do have quite a bit of inexperience in that lineup. I'm excited about the guys we've got, and only time will tell as we go through and see how they can adjust to the varsity schedule.
Senior Hayden Romano's season ended on a sour note last year after a tough outing at the Super Sectional against Springfield Sacred Heart Griffin. He is excited to get back on the mound after a strong summer season.
I'm feeling good. I definitely think our team's looking pretty solid this year. We've got a lot of good younger guys now stepping up to play. We leave a lot of spots to fill, and hopefully it's the same as football where we came in and we did our job and we came close to beating the team we wanted to beat. Going back to the sectionals, definitely think we have a good chance of doing that, and definitely looking forward to. That's a big goal for us, is to make it out of regional or win the regional championship. And then we always talk about that every year of stepping up and getting the job done. It's a lot on pitching. After the sectional game where I didn't look too great, definitely had to build some confidence back and worked back into the pitching, like getting my curveball and everything else back into groove. That's what I worked on at the beginning of practice, is my slider, and that's a newer addition this year, and that's what I've been working on through the winter, is pitching and getting my arm ready for the season. I definitely learned that not every game is your game.
Yeah.
I mean, I had a pretty good season going into it. I had one rough game against Central before that, and then I came in there 17 days of rest and realized it's not every day is going to be your great day. So I definitely learned that, and that they just got to learn from it and go on. I definitely think our fielding's where we'll be strong. Hitting looks pretty solid. We got a lot of young guys, like I said, that will step up into the spot to fill our lineup.
Senior Coy Williams is coming off Tommy John surgery on his pitching elbow. While he won't be on the mound until May at the earliest, he is hoping to contribute with his bat this spring.
The main thing for me is just showing up every day, putting 100% effort into it, and then go from there, making sure I'm taking good at-bats in the cage, and just productive outs is the big thing for me this year. You know, there's not much I can do on the baseball field this year, but one thing that I can do is hit and be the best at it. It is a little bit. I'm hoping it comes back out a little bit this year. I'm not going to lie. Hopefully I can get a few over. That'd be really nice.
That would.
From day one I started throwing, I've had no problems throwing. I've been able to throw every other day. I'm throwing 3 days a week. No issues at all. With kind of hitting every day now, it's kind of been a little bit trying to get used to that. Just a little more soreness than what I'm used to, but it's been fine.
Yeah.
big thing for me is just get a lift in during the week so I can recover. But it's been going great, and then I'll be back hopefully first bullpen on the mound here soon.
Weather permitting, Monticello opens its season against Effingham this afternoon. Game time is 4:30 p.m. If there is baseball today, hear the action on 95.9 FM WEZC and online at DeWittDailyNews.com. Check out IL Sports Wire on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok for a complete spring sports coverage of Monticello baseball, softball, soccer, and track. And also be sure to follow IL Sports Wire throughout the spring sports season for video highlights of Sages Sports. Hayden Fleury scored his first goal in more than 2 years and added an assist. Kyle Connor and Mark Sheffley each had their 31st goal, and the Winnipeg Jets edged the St. Louis Blues 3-2 on Sunday. Eric Comrie made 29 saves in his career-high 21st start of the season and first since February 25th to give him a personal best 11 wins. Fleury gave Winnipeg a 1-0 lead at 2 minutes and 31 seconds of the first period, scoring his first goal in the 64th game since signing with the Jets as a free agent in July of 2024. Dalibor Dvorsky and Dylan Holloway scored for the Blues, who lost in regulation for the first time in March, snapping their 7-game point streak. Jordan Binnington stopped 13 shots. Connor scored on a delayed penalty when he beat Binnington through a 5-hole with 8 minutes and 7 seconds remaining to put the Jets up 3-1. Holloway's 14th goal made it 3-2 with 51 seconds remaining. The Blues are at the Calgary Flames on Wednesday, while the Jets host the Nashville Predators on Tuesday. The Fighting Illini secured a series win over Minnesota after side split Saturday's doubleheader at Illinois Field. The Golden Gophers grabbed a 1-0 win in Game 1 before the Orange and Blue claimed a 4-2 victory in Game 2. Illinois is now 10-8 overall and 2-4 in conference play, while Minnesota moved to 15-5 and 1-2 against Big Ten opponents. In Game 1, Reagan Hall registered his third straight quality start, going 6.1 innings with no earned runs and 5 strikeouts. Sam Reed and Liam McKillop notched scoreless outings in relief. The second game saw the Illini score 4 times in the 7th inning, turning a 1-run deficit into a 3-run lead. That frame saw the hosts send 9 runners to the plate, posting 2 hits and 3 walks to plate 4 runs. Jack Zebig, Braden Mazzacano, J.R. Nelson, and Nick Groves all tallied RBIs for the Illini in the inning. Kyle Remington recorded the win, going 4 innings in relief while striking out 3. Aiden Flynn got the start and fired 4 scoreless innings with 4 strikeouts. Reed Gannon got the save after getting the nod in the 9th. The Illinois State baseball program secured a series sweep with a 7-6 win in 15 innings Saturday evening at Duffy Bass Field. With the victory, the Redbirds have won 5 straight contests to improve to 13-7 in 2026. Illinois State recorded its second walk-off victory in the 4-game set after redshirt sophomore Braden Bakes was hit by a pitch with the bases loaded in the 15th inning to drive home the winning run. Graduate Reese Clapp played a crucial role in the Redbird win, winning the longest outing of his career with 7 innings pitched after entering the contest in the 8th inning. Clapp limited the Leathernecks to no runs and allowed only 1 hit to secure his 3rd win of the season. With the score even, the contest entered extra innings for the 2nd time in the 4-game series. In extras, both pitching staffs limited the opposing offense to record 6 straight scoreless innings after 8 consecutive frames with a run scored. In the 15th inning, the Redbirds entered a bases-loaded situation after drawing 3 walks to set up Braden Bakes' hit by pitch to secure the walk-off victory. Pavel Dorofeyev recorded 2 goals and an assist for the 2nd straight game, and Aiden Hill had his first shutout in a year as the Vegas Golden Knights defeated the Chicago Blackhawks 4-0 on Saturday. Rasmus Anderson and Keegan Kolsar also scored goals for the Golden Knights, and Mark Stone and Mitch Marner each had 2 assists. Jack Eichel played in his 300th Golden Knights game and had his 3-game goal streak end. Spencer Knight made 28 saves for the Blackhawks. Hill made 21 saves for his first shutout since a 4-0 victory over Columbus on March 13th, 2025. His shutout nearly ended less than a minute into the third period when Chicago defenseman Artem Eleshinov hit a back of the net from the right point. Vegas successfully challenged that. Ryan Green executed a hand pass. Golden Knights center Thomas Hertl also saved a goal in the second period, knocking away Green's shot that with Hill caught out of the net. The Golden Knights took control with 3 goals within 3.5 minutes of each other in the first period of what became a chippy game between the clubs. Vegas's Jeremy Lawson and Chicago's Ethan Del Mastro were ejected in the third period after receiving roughing and misconduct penalties. The Blackhawks host Minnesota on Tuesday night, while the Golden Knights host the Buffalo Sabres on Tuesday night. In scores from around the NBA, on Sunday, the Oklahoma City Thunder beat the Minnesota Timberwolves 116-103, while the Dallas Mavericks took down the Cleveland Cavaliers 130-120. The Toronto Raptors beat the Detroit Pistons 119-108, and the Milwaukee Bucks beat the Indiana Pacers 134-123. The Philadelphia 76ers took down the Portland Trailblazers 109-103, while the New York Knicks beat the Golden State Warriors 110-107, and the Sacramento Kings beat the Utah Jazz 116-111. In NHL scores from last night, the Ottawa Senators took down the San Jose Sharks 7-4, while the Anaheim Ducks beat the Montreal Canadiens 4-3. The Toronto Maple Leafs beat the Minnesota Wild 4-2, while the Seattle Kraken routed the Florida Panthers 6-2, and the Edmonton Oilers beat the Nashville Predators 3-1. Get highlights of your local high school program by finding IL SportsWire on your preferred social media platforms, and get local sports anytime at DeWittDailyNews.com.
Add up the value of all the farmland, equipment, livestock, poultry, crops, machinery, and so forth, and you've got an industry with assets of more than $4.5 trillion, responsible for over 5% of our gross national product. During March 2026, we salute the men and women of American agriculture.
This salute is brought to you by Maroa Ag Service, specializing in soil fertility, crop protection, and seed sales.
Here's Clinton Save-A-Lot owner Dave Jackson on how he works to save you money every day.
I watch the Decatur market very carefully. I stay under these, supposed low-price chains. I make sure I'm under them. So anybody that's rushing to Decatur or other towns to buy commodity items like flour and sugar and milk and eggs and things